Hey everybody, back at it again with another unboxing from my Nutrisystem package, big package that I received today. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the next box, which is the Nutrisystem Homestyle box. This is once again lose up to 7 pounds in 2 weeks. This is how the front of it looks. The side. It's pretty much the same as the other box I reviewed, which was the protein box. If you haven't seen that one, make sure you go ahead and check out that unboxing. So I'm going to get right into this one. Once again, it has 5 breakfast varieties, 5 lunches, 5 dinners, and 5 snacks. Breakfast is labeled in orange, blue is for lunch, red is for dinner, and purple is for snacks. So let's get right into this one and see what type of things we have in this package. Hold on. There we go. This one's a little bit harder to get unpackaged. Okay. Okay, so it's in this box. Let's put this one to the side. Okay, once again, you've received another package, another booklet. This one says the Homestyle. It's the same thing as the other one. They give you the tips, the produce list if you want to do some shopping. It has different recipes in here. It also has the thing where you can tick down and check off what you've done for the day, what you've accomplished. So that's that. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so the next thing we get in the box is the same coupon thing as the first box. I'm not going to go into that. So the first thing that's on the top for this box is a dinner, which is the chicken pasta parmesan. I believe I went over this one in the last one, but it's a white meat chicken, pasta, peppers, and tomato sauce. Tomatoes and the cheesy sauce. This is 180 calories, 4.5 grams of fat, 2 grams of saturated fat, and 15 grams of protein. I'm just going to say the numbers from now on, so just bear in mind that these are in grams outside of the calories. So this is how the first package look. A little pouch. Okay. The second thing is a breakfast. This is a maple brown sugar oatmeal. I love oatmeal and I like the flavor of maple brown sugar. I also like apple, so this should be tasty. I am an oatmeal lover, so I'm excited for this. This is 150 calories, 1.5 of fat, and 4 of fiber. So this is how this package looks. It's like a traditional Quaker Oats instant, looking package. We once again have another tuna salad for lunch. This is says real tuna, mayo, watercress, and onions, high in protein. This is 120 calories, 6.5 of fat, 13 of protein. That's how this package looks. I'm going to try to take you guys on the journey of when I prepare the food, how it looks, how it tastes, give you an honest review of everything. Hopefully, day by day, I can do like a vlog or something real short and sweet. And if you guys have any questions, you can just, leave them down below, and I'll try to get back to them. We also have another snack, which is purple. This is a chocolate chip cookie. It's 150 calories, 6 of fat, 3 of fiber, and 7 of protein. That's how this package looks. Okay. We have another snack. This is a golden pound cake. So this should be pretty good. I wasn't sure that I was going to get like a pound cake or something like that. But this is a good source of protein and fiber. That's what it says on the packaging. This is 150 calories, 4.5 of fat, 4 of fiber, and 6 of protein. And then it says, there's like a little saying on the bottom. It says, good nutrition start with good ingredients. We're proud of our food and believe in not only sharing nutrition and ingredients information, but also helping you understand what it means. And then it says to learn more, go to the website, and yeah. So this is how the back looks. This is how the front of the pound cake looks. So this should be tasty. I'm excited for that. We also have another snack. Ooh, I'm excited for this. I love chocolate. This is a fudge brownie. This says high in fiber, good source of protein, 150 calories, 6 of fat, 6 fiber, and 5 of protein. And this is how this packaging looks. I love chocolate, so this should be very good. We have another snack. It's kind of like an Oreo cookie sandwich. I believe it's, let me see, feels like there's 3 across. I'll let you guys know when I open up the package. It just says chocolate sandwich cookies. This says 180 calories, 8 of fat, 3 of fiber, and 6 of protein. So this is the snack. This is how the cookies look. Okay. Another snack, oatmeal raisin cookie. I love oatmeal, I love raisins, and I love oatmeal raisin cookies. Feels pretty soft, not too like hard and stale feeling. This is 140 calories, 6 of fat, 4 of fiber, and 5 of protein. And it says no artificial preservatives. So that's how that looks. Okay, we have a breakfast. I'm excited for this. It's a blueberry muffin. It says a whole grain muffin bursting with real blueberries. I love blueberries, so that should be good. High in fiber. 150 calories, 3 of fat, 6 of fiber, and 7 of protein. So this is how that packaging looks. Okay. We have a lunch, which is a microwavable container, like soup. More so the soups come in these type of containers. This is a homestyle chicken noodle. It says made with real white meat chicken and vegetables and a thick chicken broth. 150 calories, 3 grams of fat, 10 grams of protein. So this is how that looks. This should be pretty tasty. I'm not normally a soup person, but I do enjoy a chicken noodle soup every now and then. So this should be tasty. We have a lunch. Ooh, this looks lovely. I love loaded potatoes. This is a mashed potato blended with cheddar cheese and bacon. I don't know how the bacon is going to taste. Most things that have like bacon bits are pretty gross, to me at least. So I will definitely let you guys know how this is. My sister has tried the Nutrisystem. I believe she has had this box, and she said the potatoes were pretty good. So we'll see about that. This is 220 calories, 4.5 of fat, 3 of fiber, and 10 of protein. So this is how that looks. I'm excited for this. Hopefully the bacon bits or bacon in it is pretty good. This is, okay, this doesn't look too bad. This is a lunch. It says 3 cheese chicken. This is chicken, curly pasta and tomato, and broccoli in a cheesy sauce. No artificial colors. This says 200 calories, 4.5 of fat, 4 of fiber, and 10 of protein. So this is how that looks. Excited for that. That looks tasty. We have another breakfast. Ooh, another muffin. And I love banana nut muffins. So this should definitely be tasty. It says a sweet, moist banana muffin with real walnuts. So I'm excited for this as well. This is 160 calories, 3.5 of fat, 6 of fiber, and 7 of protein. So this is how that packaging looks. Feels pretty moist, not too hard or anything. So that's how that package looks. We have a dinner. This is a chili with beans. It says spicy chili with beef, beans, and tomatoes. Now, I like chili, but I'm not a big spice person, so I hope this is not too spicy. I'll let you guys know how this is. Once again, I don't really like spice, so what might be spicy to me might not be spicy to you guys if you decide to give this a try. This is 240 calories, 8 of fat, 6 of fiber, and 14 of protein. And this is how it looks. Sorry for the bad camera. I'm literally using a tablet. Didn't feel like setting up the camera and all that good mess. I was just too excited to open up the package and give it a brief review. This is a breakfast bar. It's an apple strudel bar. 160 calories, 3 of fat, 3 of fiber, and 7 of protein. So this is pretty small for breakfast, but maybe I can pair it with yogurt or some grapes or something. So this should be tasty. Another breakfast bar, Harvest Nut Bar. Similar to the Nature Valley, as I stated in my previous video. This is 160 calories, 6 of fat, 3 of fiber, and 7 of protein. And this is how the bar looks. Okay. We have another microwavable bowl. This is a lunch, a chicken noodle soup. It just says soup with white meat chicken, noodles, carrots, and celery. 110 calories, 2 of fat, 10 of protein. So I noticed that there are a lot of soups in this particular, weight loss diet challenge or whatever you want to categorize it as. So that's how that looks. Okay, then we have some box dinners. Nearing the end of this box. Excuse me, nearing the end of this box. This is a dinner. This is a meatloaf and mashed potatoes. It says cooked meatloaf with creamy mashed potatoes and a rich brown gravy. 250 calories, 8 of fat, 7 of protein. Now, I don't know how good this is going to taste. Meatloaf, it can be dry. Depends on the seasonings. I'm not really a big meatloaf fan in general. So, this should be interesting. But this is how the front of the box looks. Similar to a school lunch meatloaf. That's how that looks. We have another dinner, which is a chicken pot pie, chicken breast with rib meat, vegetables, and creamy sauce, topped with a flaky pie crust, high protein, 270 calories, 9 of fat, 3 of fiber, and 12 of protein. So this should be good. I've seen people review this. I know that the crust of the pot pie does not take over the whole amount of the bowl, so you have a small crust with a big bowl. So I'll give you guys a look of this when I open it. And the last dinner that's in this box is the turkey and stuffing. That looks like the school lunch turkey. It says slices of real white meat, turkey with stuffing and thick gravy, high in protein. This is 250 calories, 8 of fat, 50 mgs of cholesterol, and 19 of protein. This is how that looks. So overall, a pretty decent box. Wasn't a lot of things that didn't look too appetizing, besides the 2 or 3 things I mentioned previously. So hopefully, this box is really good, and I enjoy everything that's in it. Just gonna put this stuff back the best I can. And that was everything. And just to give you a brief look inside here, I'm definitely gonna go shopping and pick up a few things. Let me see. Yeah, see on the daily women's daily meal plan, you can substitute a lot of things for some dried cranberries and some almonds. So the bars may be small for breakfast, but you can also include a yogurt or blueberries or something like that with it, so you won't be starving. So I'm going to look at this in more detail and make sure I go pick up a few more groceries to add on. But that was the end of this review. Until the next one, stay tuned. I have 2 more unboxings to do, and then I'll show you guys how I look now, and then I'll probably come back with a within a month how I went, how I did with this program, and show you my after. So until next time, guys. All right.